What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gabriel Show. Now, guys, listen, this is my crib. I woke up so motivated and I said, yo, I just want to give it my all, right? I want to bring my audience to my house and I just want to sit down here and have a conversation with you. So I woke up excited and thirsty. And you know what happened? I spilled water on my shirt. Look, so listen, just don't get distracted, all right? Don't get distracted and don't be looking at my chest and you should be all right. But I actually have a very serious conversation that I want to have with you guys, okay? Now, I have a dilemma and I'm going to need your help in the comments just to give me some ideas of what I should do. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do, right? Or what I think I should do. But let's just get right to it, okay? Should I A, pay off my mortgage, or B, invest? Okay, so I got to give you guys a little bit more context. I got to give you guys some more information about my situation. So let's go right into it. Okay, so this is Mikasa. All right, I would give you guys a tour, but this is basically 90% of it. All right. I live in a foreclosure. It's a two-bedroom, two bath. All right, live here with my wife and my kid. It's about 1,000 square feet, and hey, I love it. All right, now, when did I get this? This property? I got it in 2020. Y'all heard? 2020. Or was it 2019? No, 2020. And guys, that was COVID times, right? Scary times. But what was awesome about that time was interest rates were super low. All right. So I got a double win. This place was a foreclosure one. So I purchased it for 150,000 in New York. And two, the interest rates were super low, 2.99%, right? So my mortgage is only about $1,000 a month. Okay, so and for 30 years fixed rate, all right? So y'all got that, right? Now let's talk about the other thing, right? So let's talk about if I was to invest. I'm 29 years old now, and we all know, anybody out there who's an investor, when you invest in your 20s, your money is worth so much more. And with the power of compound interest, right, you could, I don't know, quadruple your investment. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I have a limited amount of funds because I ain't getting the same money I used to get. I already told y'all my job cut my OT. And I was asking myself, what should I do? Should I A, pay off my mortgage, or B, invest? So let's go into it. Let me show you guys some numbers for the people out there who don't know what a mortgage is. I'm not going to get to the fundamentals of everything, all right? But let me just show you guys some numbers. So, guys, it don't get any realer than this. I am literally on my Chase mortgage information detail, and I'm literally showing you guys exactly where I stand. Right now, I currently owe $129,323.30 on my mortgage. Okay. As you can see, I have a 2.99% interest rate and a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So my loan date started on December of 2020, and the payoff date is November 2050. So I got my mortgage at the age of 25, and I'm scheduled to pay it off. All right, guys, give me a second. I can't do math like that. 35, 45, 55 years old. So by the time I'm 55 years old, before I retire, I should have a paid off property, right? Now, my initial loan amount was 142,405. The property I purchased was initially 150,000, but because of you know, the closing and the down payment I put, that's why it says 142,000. So yeah, that's exactly where I stand. The principal remaining is 129,000, which we discussed, and I basically only paid 10% of my mortgage. All right. Now let's just keep going, guys. Hey, listen. As you can see, I'm showing you everything. I wish a hacker can get in this and just turn this into zero. I wouldn't mind at all, actually. But yeah, let's get back to it. I'm sorry, this thing was pissing me off because like I tried flipping it and I realized, yeah, it was showing up weird. But anyways, let me just keep on talking. All right. I'm sorry I get distracted easily, guys. But yes, a lot of investors right now is going to tell me, hey, Focus on investing, 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 and don't throw a dollar on that mortgage. Your interest rate is so low. But no one really talk about like the risk factors, what can happen, and that's that's why I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do both. All right, I'm going to invest and I'm also going to pay off the mortgage. I think that's the answer to that question. If anyone out there is having the same problem as me, just do both. Okay. Now, I know times right now is tough, and a lot of you who's watching this video right now, you just want to get a mortgage, right? You just want to buy a house. What I want to tell you right now is if you're renting, get a roommate. Listen, get roommates. All right. You're going to have to be uncomfortable. Move back in with your mama. Save up a lot. Just save up as much as you can to get a down payment. And then when the interest rates go down, which they are now, right? Opportunity is going to come, but you just got to get ready. Okay. Somebody told me yesterday, I'm not going to say it right. I'm about to butcher this saying, but luck is when preparation meets opportunity, right? I think I said it right. So you got to create your own luck. You got to get ready right now. And although times are tough right now, if you're making any extra money, put that aside. And one day you will get a mortgage. But for the people out there who has a mortgage already, let me tell you why I'm doing both. And maybe you should too. So, hey, I just explained to you guys, I'm 25 years old. And by the time I pay off my mortgage, I'm going to be 55, right? Guys, could you imagine what your life would feel like if you had no debt at all? Like, think about it. Imagine getting your paycheck and you didn't have to pay for your number one expensive line item on your budget, where you lay your head at night, right? And so I sat here and I thought about it. And this is the reasoning. I don't want to be 55 years old to get that feeling. I want to know what would it feel like to just be completely debt free. And I want to feel that as soon as possible. And yes, don't get me wrong. I went on the compound interest calculator. I did that on my last video with my 401k, and I explained, how much would I make if I was to invest or invest more. But guys, I don't necessarily need all them millions. You feel me? I just want to be completely debt free. If I can get rid of this $129,000, I'm good. I'm technically free. I don't owe nobody nothing. Could you imagine not having to pay a mortgage, not having to pay rent, not having to pay a student loan, not having to pay any car payments, not having to pay nobody nothing? Everything belongs to you. Hey, I'll be able to invest as much or as little as I want. So that's why I am more hyper fixated on this goal of paying off my mortgage. But don't get me wrong, I need to have money for, my retirement as well. So this is what I'm doing. I'm contributing and I'm maxing out my 401k. It's $23,000 for anybody this year who don't know. That's the max contribution limit for the 401k. Any additional money I make on top of that is going towards the mortgage. Okay. And I want it to happen by the age of 30. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you just have to, speak things out and just believe it and just believe in God and see what God can do, right? So that's what I'm going to do because I already showed you guys the power of compound interest. I'm only 29 years old now, and if I continue to max out my 401k from the age of 29 to 59, which is 30 years, I'll have about $5 million. Okay, guys, I don't even need $5 million. What am I going to do with that? But anyways, that's how I'm focusing on my retirement. But let's say if I was to invest $30,000 a year, right? Let's say I was to put $20,000 towards the 401k, that 10 would go towards the principal balance on my mortgage. So if you guys have this dilemma, right? Should you A, pay off your mortgage or B, invest? My recommendation is do both. Do both. And fellas, hey, for me, I have a wife and a kid, right? And I do have a life insurance policy and all these things. But what I think is this: anything can happen, right? Being an ICU nurse, being a nurse, I see crazy things happen all the time. God forbid, if something was to happen to me, I don't want my wife to worry about anything, right? I want her to have the papers to this house. What is it called? The deed. I want her to have everything paid for in full. And if there's any additional money coming, that's for her to grieve. That's for her to do what she has to do. And guys, maybe you guys should think the same way, right? Hey, if you are an African American, I just want you to think about this. And I'm not trying to make this about a race card, but listen, we don't own much assets, right? So for me, paying off this property, I feel like my ancestors are just screaming at me. Do it, boy. You gotta own some property. So that's why I'm hyper fixated on paying off this mortgage. And that's my goal. I will be doing both. But, I want to inspire you guys and I want to motivate you guys to do the same thing. All right. So as we speak, I'm going to make a payment on my mortgage right now. I'm literally going to do it right in front of you guys. All right. So let me pull it up. I'm about to put a whopping payment on this mortgage because you guys just inspired me. Okay. Chase. Right. Now here. And yep. $23 because that's all I got. I don't know what you guys is expecting. And now, boom. I owe $129,300. Period. I'm gonna do what I can. What y'all thought? Y'all thought I was gonna put a whopping load? That is a whopping load for me. Who told you? Boy, I wouldn't have that much money in my checking account. Oh man, hold on. I might be hungry now for the rest of the day. Whatever, it is what it is. But anyways, listen. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna focus on investing? Are you gonna focus on paying off your mortgage, or are you gonna do both? And hey guys, listen, the people who don't have a mortgage, like I said, get ready because it's getting scary out there. All right, it's getting scary out there. Don't forget how I got my mortgage in the first place. It was a foreclosure, right? It was a foreclosure. So that means somebody was in panic mode and had to sell. And I was prepared, right? And I captured on the opportunity. So guys, get ready right now. And I hope this video will motivate you and inspire you. But anyways, I got to get going. I love and appreciate you guys. Peace. I mean, something's really different. Something's really specific. I mean, I really made a milli in a minute. I haven't made a milli in a minute. Maybe if I really make a minute. How much do you make in a minute? Well, I make a lot. Listen, man, the dividend, the make I block. Oh my God, why are they trying to block my stock? Trying to cop a GameStop stock. But damn it, boy, did you make a milli in a minute? I don't know. Haven't been here in a minute. Haven't been in the zone, man. Yeah, I'm finished. And they let me off, man. Yeah, I'm finished.